Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. In this short tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make this isometric 3-dimensional book graphic directly in PowerPoint. So let's jump into it. So as we'll always do, we'll start with a blank presentation and then we'll go layout blank. I'm just going to paste in the colours I want to use for this and move them off the screen. We're going to start with our book cover that's going to be a rectangle, so I'll click rectangle and I'll click anywhere on the page. Now we can right click, go to format shape, size, drop down here, and I'm going to make this 8 by 5. I can then go to the effects option and choose 3D rotation. From this preset menu, I'm going to choose isometric top up. And that is our book cover. Just going to align it to the middle and I'm going to fill it with one of my colours from my colour scheme. So I'll go to eyedropper and choose this purple. I'm now going to make sure it has no outline. And now we can create the side of the book. Again, we'll go to rectangle, click anywhere on the page, go to our size, and this is going to be 1 by 8. We'll now go to the effects, 3D rotation, and for this one, we're going to choose isometric left down, the first option under parallel. Again, we'll go to line and make sure it has no line. And I'm just going to actually fill these in a black. Now we can click and drag and it should snap. Perfect. Now let's create the bottom. Again, we can click on a rectangle, click anywhere on the page. I'm going to go into size and I'm going to make the bottom 1 by 5. Go to the effects section, drop down on presets, and for this one, I'm going to choose isometric right up. There's the bottom. I'll go to line and select no line, and I'll drag it to the right place. You can use the cursor keys to align it absolutely perfectly. And now I'm going to go to picture or texture fill. I'm going to choose insert and then stock images. And we'll just get a texture from here because the quality is better than the inbuilt textures inside PowerPoint. So I'm just going to type texture and I'm going to use this one here. Great. Now let's add the text. So we'll click on text box, we'll type anywhere and I'm going to type book cover. Make it Poppins, 32, bold. I'm going to drag it roughly into the right place. I'm going to make it white. I'm just going to reduce the line spacing a little. So we'll go to line spacing options and choose a multiple of 0.8. So it'll make the lines a bit closer together. Now we can rotate it. So we'll go to the effects section, 3D rotation, and we'll choose the same 3D rotation as the top of the book, which is isometric top up. Great. Just align it where we want to. And now we can Control D to duplicate to make the second bit of text underneath. And this bit was going to be black, and I'll just move it down slightly and then type PowerPoint. Great. Now let's add the text on the spine. So for this, I just wrote by Alan Lomer. Drag it down to here, make the text this grey colour, type Poppins, make it bold, make it 12, and now add the rotation that's on the spine. So we'll go to Effects, and for this, we're going to choose isometric left down and then drag it into place. And again, you can use the cursors to align it exactly as you want. Now if I lasso over everything and press Ctrl G, it will group it as one item. Now we can make the colour variations. Press Ctrl D to duplicate and drag it. And Ctrl D again, and you'll see that it will align it automatically because we used Ctrl D and we dragged it to where we want it. PowerPoint then makes the second duplicate in the right place. Do one more below. Now we can easily change the colours So we can click on this once to select the whole thing, and then a second time just on the top purple shape. And now I can go to Shape Fill, Eyedropper, and choose a colour from my palette at the top. And we'll do the same thing again on this one. Shape Fill, Eyedropper, Orange. Shape Fill, Eyedropper, Pink. Looking good. I'm just going to make a couple more duplicates and then we can add our animation. So Shift to select all these three and Control D, and now I can drag these down to here. Control D again. I'm going to drag these up to here. There we go. That looks good. I'm just going to add the background. So I'm just going to right click, Format Background, Solid Fill, and I'm just going to take this grey colour here. I can delete my palette now because we don't need it anymore. Go full screen to see what we've got. And now let's add the animation. So we'll click on the slide, we'll click on Control D, which will duplicate the slide, and then we'll make sure that on the second slide, Morph is selected under the transitions, and that will automatically animate anything we've moved from the first slide. So if I zoom out on the first slide, now we can just take these and move them anywhere, and then it will automatically slide in on the second slide. Should be a really nice effect. I'm just moving some up to the top left and some down to the bottom right. Doesn't really matter, it's whatever effect you like the look of. And the ones that are further away will take longer to come in. So if I pull these down to here, it will create a nice staggered effect as we come in. Excellent. Hope you enjoyed the video. A great way of using the inbuilt 3D rotation tool to make cool looking graphics. If you like this, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.